Can't wait to see you compete. The White House. Can't wait to see it.
I know. I really hope it happens. Dana, bro, please, bro. Please, I'm training. I feel great. I'm healthy. And I would be so honored to represent our country and do what I do best.
Johnny Bones, go!
Rolling up here for DBX4.
What's going on, DBX4? I'm excited to be here. What's up, Nashville, Tennessee?
How do you have a better entrance than this to the White House, Johnny Bones?
We got to do it right. We got the beautiful horse with the eye patch on. We're having a good night.
Here it is, DBX4. Let's get this party started!
The MMA community is in shock tonight after Jon Jones stirred up major controversy. During his recent exhibition event, Jones made a dramatic entrance, riding in on horseback, wearing an eye patch, and appearing to mock Tom Aspinall's injury from UFC 321. The crowd reacted with laughter as cameras captured the moment, while Jones continued cracking jokes that seemed to reference the infamous eye poke incident.
It was really bad how it looks, and he said you can't train your eyeball to be stronger. It is what it is. There's protection here and here, but he obviously got no protection because the fingers were straight in. The fight should have been stopped. He couldn't see. It was a foul. He couldn't see. Then you can't fight. You know, if he'd have got knocked out with a head kick next, then it would have been worse. I don't know. And then he said, sometimes when your eyes here like that, it can become displaced and stay there. And they did a few tests on that, and they said it doesn't seem like that. And his vision on the eye that's the best eye.
The best part about fouling, right, is that it works. So the best thing you can do is like keep your head in the game, and I'll do everything I can to manage.
All that training for that? Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Gonna be okay, mate.
What is he doing?
The left one was really deep.
Both up.
The left one was really
Both
deep.
up. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
You got one twice before it.
Yeah,
twice before he got one for it.
Mike Bisping, he lost his eye. It's just a horrendous thing to think as a parent, really. And I know what it's like these days with people saying what they want, but if it's just your son and they could lose an eye and their health and they've got children to look after, you know, something needs doing about it. Yeah, it's horrendous for me to look at that.
Because it went a few minutes. It doesn't mean in any way, shape or form here that Tom Aspinall was struggling. He fucking wasn't. Ciryl Gane's a good technical fighter. He was making it more difficult to catch him. But it wasn't like he was dishing out loads of punishment just because Tom had a bloody nose from a punch. Fucking Floyd Mayweather had a black eye from fucking Deji. A little bit of damage when you're in there throwing big fucking fists at each other is going to happen sometime. It does not reflect the way the fight is actually going. Little bit of blood. As long as you can breathe out that nose, you are fine. And it's this context that in the MMA and fight world, people just fucking ignore for some reason.
I saw Tom Aspinall land some nasty stuff too. I saw Tom Aspinall throw a high kick. I've never seen him throw a high kick. It is partly because he's never had to throw a high kick. There are layers to these guys' games that we have to find only when they're fighting someone that not only deserves to be in there with them, but can extend them to a point where they have to use all of their weapons.
I mean, look, DC knows MMA. I'm not going to say he's talking total shit there, but I think if Tom Aspinall is being experimental in there and showing us things that he's not showing us before, I don't think for 1 second it's because I'm going to struggle here. I need to throw a high kick. I've never done that before. I don't think that's in his mind at all. He's so comfortable in there. He is showing more of his skill set that he has said he's been working on in the last year.
The incident everyone's talking about came when Jon Jones mocked the very moment that left the heavyweight champion temporarily blinded and unable to continue fighting. It was one of the most shocking and disrespectful stunts we've seen from Jones in years. And that's saying something. Riding into the venue on horseback, Jones stared straight into the cameras with a smirk, joking that he was ready for the big card, even if some guys can't see straight.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, you know how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong. Yeah, especially the White House guy.
There's a lot of rumors out there. Let's dispel a couple of them. First and foremost, are you retired?
I am not retired. I'm actively training 5 days a week, and I'm in the UFC's drug testing pool.
Great. And what's the status of the fight at the White House?
I don't really know. It's kind of out of my control right now. I'm training for the event. I'll be ready for the event. That's my goal. That's my intention. But ultimately, it's up to the boss.
Tom Aspinall, we don't really see that anywhere full stop, but definitely not in the heavyweight division.
No heavyweight moves like him.
No one moves like him.
He moves like a 185er.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
But that's crazy.
Wouldn't it be interesting if Tom came out and said, no, I'm not going to rematch him. He's a cheater. Why would I rematch a guy that already cheated, that violated not one of my eyes, but both? I gave him his chance. He chose to cheat, and I'm going to move on. If Tom took that stance, which he's not going to do, I'm saying, but for fun, I think he'd have a lot of people that supported him. For some reason, Ciryl has come out of this thing with his hands clean. He's the one that did the poking.
The jab wasn't hidden at all. It was an obvious shot aimed straight at Tom Aspinall, who's still recovering from that brutal double eye poke against Ciryl Gane just weeks earlier. But Jones didn't stop there. When reporters asked about his comeback, he pushed things even further, saying he's begging Dana White to let him headline the upcoming White House card, claiming he feels amazing, clearly taking another swipe at Aspinall for being out of action. The reaction online was instant. Fans and fighters alike called the stunt childish, unnecessary, and downright embarrassing, especially since Tom Aspinall has never once disrespected Jones during his own time on the sidelines. When Jon was away for months dealing with injuries and contract issues, Tom stayed respectful, waited for the matchup, and never fired shots. Now the roles have flipped, and Jones is the one making jokes, riding horses, wearing eye patches, and turning a genuine injury into a publicity gag. Even major MMA voices condemned it. Ariel Helwani said Jones crossed the line, pointing out that mocking an injury isn't clever promotion, it's cruelty. And Daniel Cormier, who knows Jones better than most, called it distasteful, saying moments like this reveal more insecurity than confidence.
Laid there on his back until Jon submitted him. Against the cage, Gane was sat there, not moving, not bucking, not shifting or fighting hands, sitting there like this until Jon locked up the guillotine on him. I'm very aware of what happened in that fight, and do I wish Tom would have finished him earlier? I do, without resistance. That was the ideal circumstance for Tom Aspinall, was to finish Ciryl Gane with no resistance in the first round. I think we see an overconfident Gane in the rematch, and I think Tom smokes him, but Tom was raging. So there's an emotional aspect to this rematch now that I'm worried about, because I've been looking for Bully Tom to make an appearance for a very long time, you guys. For a very long time, I've been waiting for Bully Tom to make an appearance. And he made the appearance on, what the fuck are you guys booing me for? He genuinely made an appearance in the post-fight speech. The fuck are you guys booing me for? I got fucking double eye poked. A double eye poke landed. Insane. Crazy. Horrible result for the main event. Worst case scenario. All things come together. It's weird how MMA works, is it not? Dirtiest fighter on the heavyweight roster, Ciryl Gane, constantly cheats every single fight. He's a dirty little French cunt. Jon Jones is the nemesis of Tom Aspinall.
It's on. Wait. No, it's easy. Okay.
E aí, Potan?
Guys, I just got fucking poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. Why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do the fucking poke. I can't see.
Tom, they should not be booing. I agree with you. You waited a long time for this moment. Talk to the disappointment of this being how it ends.
This is bullshit. The fight was just getting going.
Truth is, the criticism toward Jones is justified. This hasn't been a lighthearted joke. It's been a full-on campaign of mockery. Over the past few weeks, Jones has taken things to another level. He switched his profile picture to one of himself wearing an eye patch, posted memes implying that Tom gave up, and then capped it off with this bizarre live event stunt. It's no surprise fans are finally turning against him, accusing Jones of being threatened by the rise of new stars like Tom Aspinall. Tom himself hasn't spoken publicly yet, but sources close to his camp say he's angry and deeply disappointed. He's been focusing on recovery, training quietly, and trying to stay away from drama. But seeing Jones turn a serious injury into a public joke has clearly struck a nerve. Ironically, the same fans who once booed Tom after UFC 321 are now rallying behind him, realizing who the real villain is. Moments like this draw a line between greatness and arrogance. Aspinall has handled adversity with respect and humility, while Jon Jones continues to invite chaos with every post, every statement, and every over-the-top stunt. As one fan summed it up online, Tom Aspinall got poked in the eye. Jon Jones keeps poking the sport itself.